All right, we're here at the Bowman home. Just wanted to walk through real quick what we're looking at. So we'd be looking at doing all the trim, all the siding, any doors that are currently painted. So these 3 garage doors here, siding, this T111 siding, and then in other various locations around the house. There's not a ton of siding. It's mostly trim work, mostly soffit, fascia, painting. So you'll see the windows are vinyl. They don't need painted. Same thing with the doors. The doors are stained for the most part. There's one door on the back that will paint. So the front door and the side door don't need anything done with them as they're stained. But as you can see, some of the paint on the home is pretty weathered, and there's various touch-ups in certain locations around the home. And you can see peeling, which we'll look at as we walk through. But needs quite a bit of prep work first before we get to the painting. It's going to need a really good wash. So you can see underneath the soffit here, areas like this where you've got an active algae growth that we want to make sure we get washed off. And then obviously also any mud dauber nests or anything like that, we want to make sure we get taken care of and removed before we get into the painting. So start from left side of the front of the home. So here is the front as we scan across. We've got 3 colors. So the darker trim color, a medium brown tone for around the windows and the trim boards, and then a lighter color for the siding. So it'll be a similar color pattern that is used when it's repainted. So there's the front. Walk around to the side. And a lot of these window ledges, you'll see there's areas that need to be recaulked. So areas like this need to be recaulked and sealed up. And then obviously you've got peeling on the ledges as well. So that's gonna have to be scraped and primed before we paint. So we got the trim on the side, and then we'll come around to the back. So these larger back doors, sliding doors, they're actually aluminum. So we wouldn't paint those. You can see how they kind of faded out at the bottom, but we wouldn't paint those since they are a maintenance-free product, kind of like the windows. So you'll see we wouldn't paint those. Got a couple areas of wood repair here and over there in the corner. Again, you've got some of that peeling along the ledges here. So that's going to have to be scraped really well and primed. Same thing down here on the door frame. So walk around the back. Got more siding and trim around the doors. Obviously up top, soffit and fascia board. You can see some of the green algae that we're going to need to do really well at cleaning up. And then as well, you can see some of the peeling along that fascia board at the bottom. So none of these doors all the way along the back, they are maintenance free, they are aluminum, so we don't normally paint those. Got areas of prep that needs to be done. You can see peeling on the actual siding as well. And then up in the soffit here. So quite a bit of prep work's gonna be needed on this home to get everything prepped well so it's ready to paint. This is the only door we'd be painting on the back side of the home. And again, making sure we get all these mud dauber nests and all the kind of the black mold on the soffit cleaned up as well. So walk around back to the final side. Again, you can see the prep that's going to be needed along the sills there and on the siding, those peeling areas. And then last side, not much on this side. It's really just soffit and fascia board. But this is probably the worst side as far as the black mold. It's gonna need to be washed really well underneath that soffit. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But I will get this quote worked up and get it over to you later today. Thanks.